Hey guys, what's up? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 210 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on the city today. Today I'm doing a post-commentary episode, so this is going to be about 10 minutes long. The footage on screen today is some pre-recording. I was actually working on the lobby of the Sandstone Tower, just kind of changing the design of it a little bit. I actually ended up increasing the height of the ceiling. You'll see that later on. And updating it for some of the newer blocks, optimizing it for the city texture pack. So just making it look good because I plan on touring this build pretty soon once the entire interior is complete. And the lobby is a very important part of the interior of that office building. So that's what I'm working on today. We'll kind of bounce around through that over the next 9 or so minutes. But anyway, guys, welcome back to episode 210 of Constructing Los Dangeles. I want to thank you guys a lot for the support on episode 209. We're going to get into that in a little bit more detail later on. So hopefully you guys are having a pretty good week. I'd say my week is going pretty good. However, I did lose to Jack in fantasy football. I don't know how I could lose to 3 flamingos, or no, it's 4 flamingos. Would be so many flamingos in a fantasy football game. I thought my team was pretty solid. I had a lead going all the way into Monday Night Football. Dez Bryant did not help me. I drafted Dez Bryant in the second round of my fantasy draft, the receiver for the Cowboys, and he broke his foot. So that wasn't good. So I've got some real problems with my team, and I'm 0-1. So my fantasy outlook isn't looking too good. In case you guys aren't aware, I'm in a fantasy league with me, so many flamingos. We got Tyler in there, and we also got my other friend Matt. I have like 4 friends named Matt that have all been on my channel, so it's just confusing at this point. But one of my friends, Matt, who I know in real life, is also on this league, and right now I am the only one who hasn't have a win. I faced Jack in week 1. Matt and Tyler both won, so I'm 0-1, and they're all 1-0. So the struggle is real right now. I don't have any bragging rights in that fantasy league, but going off of sports a little bit. My week's been pretty good because I've actually kind of settled into my school schedule a little bit. I'm in my 3rd week of the new semester, and I kind of have everything mapped out to when I can record videos and when I can't. I have class in the afternoon, so usually I wake up in the morning and record my videos like I'm doing right now, and then I come home from class and edit them. It's a pretty good little process that's been going on lately. I've been uploading videos a little bit later in the day. I think I'm going to try to kind of like get one day ahead. That way I can, instead of uploading videos at night, I can simply come home and edit a video and then schedule it for the next day so I can put it up a little bit earlier in the day. It doesn't really matter though whether I upload it at 4 p.m. my time or 8. It's still going to be on YouTube and you'll still eventually see it, but me personally, I would like to upload stuff a little bit earlier in the day. So that's like one thing I'm working on with my school schedule. But yeah, I'm getting back into the groove of that 3rd week of school. It is always a little bit challenging trying to balance the schoolwork and the Minecraft stuff. So that's always a struggle. But this semester I think is going to be pretty good. I like my class schedule. I like my classes. I'm feeling pretty good about it. But that's how my week's going, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good week too. And another thing I wanted to mention is that 3 series, not 1, not 2, but 3 series on my main channel here are actually coming to a close pretty soon. Obviously, Constructing Los Dangeles, what you guys are watching right now, is not even coming close to a close. Who knows when Constructing Los Dangeles will end? But that's a different story for a different day. What I'm trying to say is I have 3 different series coming to an end. The first one is the Victorian Mansion Let's Build. I'm getting very close to the end of that. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 more episodes on that Let's Build, and that thing is going to be done. Looking good. I'm happy about that Let's Build, and I'm probably just going to start a new Let's Build right after that one's done. My second series that's coming to a close is Diversity 2, my series on PC, which I think is just super fun. Tyler and I are having a blast recording that. We're getting very close to the end of that too. Probably like 2 more episodes on Diversity 2 before we're done with that, on that multi-genre adventure map, whatever you want to call it. It's just fun. So after that's done, my 3rd series that's coming to an end as well is Survival Island Season 3. Probably have about 4 or 5 more episodes on that season. So we got 3 series that are coming pretty close to being over. And I'm just thinking about, I have to start to do some brainstorming for some new series ideas, right? because I talked about this a couple episodes back. I always try to experiment with the channel, trying to make new series ideas for Minecraft on the main channel. And, constructing Los Dangeles is always that foundation, right? That keeps everything together. Constructing Los Angeles is always going to be there. That series never ends, so that's always something I can make. If I'm ever running low on ideas for series, I can just pump out a bunch of CLD videos, and that would be perfect. I do obviously like to, do as many series as I can on my main channel because it helps increase the variety for me, and it does get a little bit boring recording the same thing over and over again. So bouncing back and forth between Survival Island and building a Let's Build and building the city for CLD and then doing diversity with Tyler is really fun. So I always like to get maybe 3 or 4 series going at the same time. So I'm going to have to be doing some brainstorming to replace all these series that are kind of all ending at the same time, which kind of just like popped up on me like yesterday. I was like, wait a minute, I got 3 series coming to a close pretty soon. So that's something I got to definitely think about. Another thing that is coming up on the horizon is some tours. So I don't do tours as much as I used to. Maybe the last 2 ones I did were the Eclipse Tower and maybe the stadium. So I'm thinking I need to do some more tours of Los Angeles on some buildings that are getting finished. And since we're at that point where I'm doing a lot of this interior stuff, and I also mentioned this a few episodes back, I can start doing some tours of the finished products of these buildings, both on the exterior and the interior. So I have a few buildings that are getting very close to being done or are already done that I can do tours on within the next week or so. So obviously the sandstone building that I'm working on right now, I'm obviously building it on this episode because I'm trying to work this thing towards the finish line, get this thing done. And I'm going to do a tour for this office building, just kind of give you guys some inspiration for basic office building designs. That's kind of the whole point of the tour. I think I'm going to mix up the tour ideas a little bit, maybe show it in like multiple different texture packs just to kind of see how it looks. Obviously, it's customized for the city, but it could look cool in the steampunk. It could look good in the default. I know it looks good in the default because I built it in the default from the first place. So I'll kind of just, fiddle around with that a little bit on these tour videos. As far as the other stuff that's getting pretty close to being done that can be toured, we got the Bedrock Tires factory, which is very close to being done. There's just a few more things I want to add to it, and I'm going to have a tour for that very soon as well. And then also the City Hall, which, is a super old build. If you guys watched the last episode, the history of Los Angeles, the City Hall was one of the first things I mentioned. And that thing's old on the on the exterior, but it's very, very new on the interior, so I'm going to be doing a tour of that soon. And those are kind of the 3 things that I want to tour that I'm kind of looking forward to showing off to you guys in its completed project. And that's kind of like what I was thinking about. So to kind of conclude this episode, guys, like wrap this up, I want to go back to CLD 209. Thank you guys for the support. I just tried to go through and just show everything, from start to finish. If you've missed a bunch of episodes, basically, if you're new to the CLD series, if you just came maybe like 20 or 30 episodes ago, or even 100 episodes ago, you're still going to miss a lot of stuff. So that episode is really going to be kind of like the bookmark where you can go back to that episode and you can get, a history tour through everything in the city that's actually still in the city. Obviously, there's more history that's been buried and deleted. Maybe I can do a video on that in the future, do kind of like a special video where I show off some of the old stuff in Los Angeles that isn't there anymore, because I still have old copies of the seeds saved where there's old stuff that isn't there currently. So, and I'll give reasons why I decided to delete it. A lot of it has to do with the texture pack I was using, or maybe the builds were just not very good. So that's a cool idea for a series. But again, I want to thank you guys for the support on CLD 209. It took a long time to make, but I think it was pretty cool. And I did miss one building on that thing, by the way, right next to the Outback Steakhouse on the left. I forgot about that one apartment building. I was like kind of looking through, make sure I got everything, and that was the one thing I missed. So, and of course, I didn't show the interiors as much because it would have been a 4-hour video if I showed all the interiors for everything. So that's pretty much it for today's episode of Constructing Los Angeles, guys. Making some good progress on the sandstone tower here. Just talking about some random stuff, doing what I do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. It's been Dangeles. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. Next episode for 211 is going to be back to normal episode. 20 minutes or 25 minutes of live commentary building. I'll see you guys when that happens in a few days. But until then, guys, leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section. I'll try to answer one for next episode. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.